Welcome to CelebTide.
Should be tighter. Oh, sorry, my ankle.
Take a second.
But let me try to walk on it. That poor lady. I grabbed her.
You grabbed the lady.
I grabbed the old lady's like box. I think we need to make the left foot tighter.
Before we get into today's story, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss the latest updates. Now let's talk about the moment that has everyone questioning what really went down. The Oscars after party is always chaotic, but this time, things felt especially unpredictable. Celebrities were rushing through crowds, cameras were catching every unfiltered second, and the energy in the room was already intense. Right in the middle of all that, Kim Kardashian. Clips from that night started circulating almost immediately, and people couldn't.
Kim Kardashian just had a near disaster before the Oscars after party, and nobody noticed. Right before stepping onto the Vanity Fair red carpet, Kim revealed in a TikTok that she actually lost her balance in sky-high heels and fell straight into a bush.
Sorry, my ankle. Fuck, that poor lady. I grabbed her.
You grabbed the lady.
I grabbed the old lady's like box.
Stop talking about one thing. Kim didn't seem like herself. In several videos, she's seen moving quickly through the crowd, trying to maintain her balance in sky-high heels. At one point, she appears to stumble slightly, pausing for a moment before continuing forward. It wasn't a dramatic fall, but it was enough to spark conversation. Because when someone like Kim, who is known for being extremely poised, looks even slightly off, people notice. And the internet did what it always does. It zoomed in, slowed things down, and started asking questions. Some viewers blamed the shoes. Others weren't convinced. Comments started flooding in, with people suggesting that her movements felt unusual, even chaotic compared to her usual controlled presence. Then, as often happens, the rumors escalated. Accusations started spreading that she might have been under the influence. But here's where things get complicated. Alongside the real footage, edited clips and fake images also began circulating online. Some of them exaggerated her movements, making it seem far worse than it actually was. And suddenly, it became hard to separate reality from viral exaggeration. Still, even without the edits, something about that night felt different. Kim's look itself stood out. Instead of her signature polished glam, she went for something much heavier. Dark, dramatic eye makeup, slightly undone hair, and an overall edgy vibe. It was clearly intentional, a bold fashion statement meant to stand out. But paired with everything else happening, it didn't land the way it usually does. Her movements, her styling, the chaotic environment, it all blended into a moment that felt less controlled and more unpredictable. And that's what really caught people's attention. Because Kim has built an entire brand around precision. Every appearance is usually calculated down to the smallest detail. So when that image cracks, even slightly, it becomes a bigger story. Some people believe it was just a bad combination of factors. Uncomfortable heels, a hectic environment, and a high-pressure night. Anyone could have an off moment in that situation. Others, however, think it revealed something deeper. A glimpse of what happens behind the scenes when the pressure becomes too much. Because let's be real, Kim has been under constant scrutiny for years. Between her businesses, public image, personal life, and the expectation to always look perfect, the pressure never really stops. And maybe, just maybe, this was one of those rare moments where everything wasn't perfectly aligned. Adding to the conversation, there were also discussions about her overall appearance that night. From the fit of her outfit to the way she walked, people analyzed every detail. It turned into one of those viral moments where the narrative grows bigger than the actual event itself. But the story doesn't end there. At the same time all of this was unfolding, another headline involving the Kardashian family started gaining attention. North West and her rumored move into music. Yes, at just 12 years old, North is reportedly working on an EP. And as expected, the internet has mixed feelings about it. Some people see it as a natural step. After all, she comes from a highly creative family surrounded by music, fashion, and entertainment. Others, however, are questioning whether it's too much, too soon. Growing up in the spotlight is already intense, and stepping into the music industry adds an entirely new level of pressure. Then there's the bigger conversation about influence. With Kim's business-driven approach and Kanye's strong opinions on creativity and control, people are wondering how those two worlds are shaping North's path. Is this simply a creative outlet for her, or part of a much larger plan? When you put everything together, it feels like multiple storylines are colliding at once. On one side, you have Kim appearing at one of the biggest events in Hollywood, looking slightly off from her usual image and sparking endless speculation. On the other, you have her daughter stepping further into the spotlight, raising questions about fame, timing, and pressure. It creates a bigger picture, one that goes beyond just a single night or a single headline. Because sometimes these moments aren't just about what we see on camera. They're about everything happening behind it. The expectations, the image, the constant need to stay relevant. It all adds up. So now the question is, was this just an off night caught in the worst possible lighting and timing? Or was it a rare glimpse into a side of Kim that we don't usually get to see? And when it comes to North, is this the beginning of her own journey, or the start of something much bigger being carefully planned? Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. People are watching closely. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel.